Hello, family. Thank you for coming over to the house tonight. And just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the SK beat. We're kicking. Just kicking. Just kicking. Okay, you don't come to another episode where we're going to be asking the question of, why you telling my business? Don't be telling my business. Why not? Because a can and a can, a can, and a wheel. Now we're off to... Hello, everyone. Hello. And I am so glad you are here today with me. And you know we're going to talk about something and everything. We're going to get into it. But I just wanted to say hello, and hopefully each and every one of you all are doing fantastic. Welcome back. That's the next thing I have to tell y'all. Welcome back, and welcome back to the channel. Then you had to come over here. No, sure did. But you were like, let me go see what they're talking about. I know she ain't talking about nothing but a piece of shit. But it's something. And I'm going to go on over there and get me my little kikis and my little ha-has. Okay? But don't forget, as you come into the house, or when you leave in the house, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Come off that fence, come off that curb, come from in the bushes. Just come on into the house. And I say welcome to my YouTube family. Okay? But as we always have to say, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. You know I like the comments, even though y'all be coming for a sister, but it is what it is. That is my channel, okay? That's my original channel, and this is my second channel, all right? We need you all to go over there, do your thing, subscribe to the channel so we continue to grow, all right? But we know we have to use this fair disclaimer act. Everything we doing over here is alleged. Alleged. Get it into your mind. Everything you hearing over here at the house is alleged. Okay? Because we don't know nothing to be factual, because we too sorry to go into, just to go into investigating the situation. Unless it's just one thing that just picking at me, just gnawing at me, and I have to go see it for myself. But then that would be an exclusive. Okay? So, we don't get too much into those, but we got to have a talk. We got to have a conversation. We got to get into it, because this person that we're going to be talking about, child, I can't keep it undercover any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to have a conversation, and why don't we get right on into it? Okay, we're going to be talking about Kroy and Kim Biermann. Yes, sometimes she says she's Kim Biermann, like on tonight's show, when the cops came to her doorstep after she got finished calling them a million gazillion times, okay? I'm so tired of Kim. And Kim's starting to look anorexic, y'all. She's losing weight, so she must just be drinking or something. Okay, and I ain't talking about water. All right, she hitting whatever bottle real good, because her long neck looked like a chicken. She just looks very fragile. In the photos you'll see eventually as the visuals go across the screen. But I already wasn't liking Kim from the time she called 911 on Kroy. Way back when, okay? And then they got treated with privilege. Now, I ain't gonna say it's white privilege. I'm looking at it because it's saying rich privilege. Not necessarily for Kim, but the surrounding homes. You see what I'm saying? Because she lives in a gated community, and she have, what do you call it? They're not friends. What are they called? Neighbors. And these are lawyers, doctors, entertainment people living in the area. And they don't appreciate a lot of nonsense and a lot of foolishness going on. But Kim and Kroy are still at it. They're still up to their crazy ways. Personally, I don't see why they can't live together until the house sale. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, they're not paying something. Because I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. If it was a black person, they already wouldn't be in the mansion. Shit would have been foreclosed on. We would have been asked out. And the rest is history. And calling on that 911 situation of a number for emergencies. Um, I'm trying to figure out why they hadn't got arrested, both of them, and spent at least a week in jail. Because that's what they need. They need a week in jail. And Brielle and, what's the other child name? Brielle and, damn, I can't think of the other child name. They can sit and watch their siblings until their mom and daddy get out of jail. Because, see, ain't nothing happened to them. Nothing has happened to them. And they have made many, many calls that were, not necessary calls that you would call 911 for. 911 is an emergency. Somebody got shot, almost finna get killed. Somebody's unconscious. Somebody had a real bad fall. These are emergencies. Somebody took too many pills or took pills accidentally thinking it was something else. Those are 911 calls. 911 calls just because your husband won't let you in the bathroom or he won't let you in the bed. Oh, it's just too much. And I think somebody need to get fined real hard, added on to her list of people that she already owe. I'm just saying, it's too much, too much, too much. And I feel like it got white privilege around there and it got celebrity privilege. Cause let it been a Mexican, a Latina, a Indian, a black person. Well, I should say any of the Native Americans, Asian. They would have been like, you call that line one more time because of this foolishness. If ain't nobody getting shot, ain't nobody getting stabbed, ain't nobody getting choked out, do not call 911 again. Do you understand? See, that's what those two cops should have told Kim from the get-go. But no, they let her call any time of the day. Doesn't matter how many times she calls, they gonna answer. They gonna send somebody out to see if they can resolve the issue. No, nothing will resolve this issue unless you're a judge and he can separate them. They can get a divorce that way too. But Kim ain't looking right. She looking very thin. Like I said, almost anorexic looking. Let's hear some of the footage that TMZ got a hold of, and it's explaining what Kim is saying and Kroy is saying. Hopefully y'all can hear it. But let's get into it.
If he opens that door, will you please not create and exacerbate the issue or create another issue? Can you go in, get whatever you need, and then come back out without causing another issue?
I don't think it's fair that I have to sit out here and
well, then I can't help you. Sir, it's hard for me to hear. We can't really force one way or the other. So what we're trying to get is at least the important stuff. Issue if nobody can compromise. Well, I know you'll have attorneys, so you need to talk to your attorneys about it.
This is new. I've been living in the master. This is the first night he decided because I asked him to please file. Finally did.
It's just a serious situation for us because it's also his property.
There's nobody good. There's nobody good. I don't want to be with Kroy. I don't want to be with Kroy for a very long time. This is why we're at where we're at. I just want to sleep in my bed. You can obviously see it's not a joke. Like, I'm not a dog. I've been sleeping in my bed for 3 months.
I get that, but that's where we need to come up with some type of compromise.
I've been compromised.
I understand, but throughout the whole process, you're going to have to compromise a little bit here and there. Okay? So we can't just kick in the door and force them to let you sleep in.
That's a lie. If it was a black household, they would have kicked in the door and took him to jail.
Get some things out of there. I need you to agree because he's not going to open that door if you don't agree. Listen to me. If you do not provide access to that, sir, if you continue down this road, it's not going to go well.
What's it gonna do? Where's it gonna go?
Because you are now making me feel very uncomfortable and unsafe.
I didn't do anything to you.
I need you to calm down.
This is your police tactic. I'm not oblivious to what to do. You want me to open the door for my safety to be in jeopardy?
I want you to open the door so that you can show me your hands so that I can be clear of your
My
intentions.
safety to be in jeopardy.
Oh,
Your
see.
safety will not be in jeopardy.
You're saying that, but you're not saying you're all that.
And Kroy talking back to him.
You can close the door after we leave.
That should definitely get his ass arrested.
She has agreed to not stay in that room. She has agreed to go in and get the property and come back out.
And you believe it? Do you know it?
Look, sir, it doesn't matter. I'm here to resolve the issue.
We have to come up with some kind of compromise. You're taking her side when you don't. You're not listening to me.
I've been listening to you for the past 10 minutes, sir.
Just close that door on, like.
I've been listening to you for the past 10 minutes, sir.
But you're not.
I would like to have stuff that's important to your health.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's the priority. Okay.
Have like implant. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry about that. I don't know how that happened. Did he do that? Yeah.
I think the
You can do it from the kitchen up in the house.
I think the
My comforter, like our blanket.
Go ahead. Sorry. Am I supposed to drill out the door that's now wide open downstairs? She drilled out my safety for it.
You can screw it shut. There's any number of things that you can do.
Screw it shut while I leave this open and go get my screws so she comes barging in here later. This is wild, man.
You guys gotta work that out.
This is wild. My master to do my own stuff.
Or somebody wants to stop somewhere.
like I say, I'm surprised we even got all this.
Trying to stop, not on the highway. It could be possibly 30 with this movement.
It's red as shit and huge, as you can see. And he knows that. It's a silver container of cream. He knows it. I want my silver container of cream, that's it.
Okay, this is the last thing.
This is it, I promise. I need my cream.
Mr. Biermann, we have one last item to request.
I need my
There
cream.
is a silver container of neck cream that she's requesting. It's under the sink, she says. Oh, in a drawer.
She asked them for some milk.
Look, he gave us even the comforter and stuff, so I would find it hard to believe he's like, no, I'm not going to get the.
Could you humor me and take another glance, see if it's somewhere else?
Do I?
That's why he won't
I do appreciate you being reasonable and grabbing the other things that we asked for.
Now, can y'all say that's some bullshit? When do the cops gonna ever come in there and you tell them the full scope of what's going on?
Did you know that there's a simple combination of
Tell me
ingredients that will
what
help you
cop
cook
is
out
gonna
pounds of
stop
rotten waste in your
and
coal
say,
within just
okay, just pass me the stuff that she want at the door. We ain't gonna try to get in there and force you to give up the stuff. We just want you to just bring out the stuff or put it at the outside of the door and we'll make sure she gets it. Then when a police gonna sit up there and take advice or suggestions from a cop? I mean, a cop taking it, suggestions from the person who called them the victim, if you may. I ain't never seen it go down like that. I ain't see it ever go down like that. Because usually somebody going to jail. Okay? That's just it. Somebody is going to jail. But again, we're talking about Kim. We're talking about Kroy. We're talking about living in an affluent side of town and what they're surrounded by in their gated community. I'm like, girl, the stuff that Kim and Kroy call the cops for is ridiculous. That's why I said somebody has got to go to jail. I mean, she's sitting up there talking about, now I don't know how it really went down because I really don't watch them anymore because it's too much. It's too much. It is just too much. But I could have sworn the judge, one of the judges that were presiding over the case, had ruled that Kim would stay in the basement and Kroy would stay in the master bedroom. Now, for me, you would have think or thought that Kroy would be in the downstairs and he would allow Kim to sleep in the master. That's from what I would have gathered that should have happened. But somehow Kroy convinced the judge that he needed the upstairs bedroom. I'm like, And all this stuff is going on with the kids living there, the babies. I thought y'all wanted to shield the babies from all this mess. At least that's how you started off with trying to do. But baby, that is a hot, stinking mess that is going on over there. I mean, it seems like the cops get a call from her. If it's not every day, it's every other day. And it's over some bullshit. And I'm like, how can you, with a good conscience, as being a cop, chose not to arrest them? Because they calling for trivial, petty, nonsense things. When a real emergency is going unanswered because they fooling with this nut. Because they both nuts. Nuts. Trail McNuts. Whew. I just don't see. I don't see. I don't understand. Because they need some jail time. Both of them need some jail time. So they'll know you cannot. Because it's almost like a prank call. You call an officer over there on some domestic type of crap. No hitting, no fighting, no physical touching is going on for the negative. They just can't get along with being in the household. And the sad part, Kim just exposed Kroy on saying she had sex. They still have sex. I'm like, well, sex is just sex. It's just getting your body to a relaxed state. And what you had pent up energy to release it. But you got to go. And I'm like, what was he doing? Was he just sexting her? And then decided he didn't want her? That's a hot mess. And I'm wondering, how did TMZ get it? Kim, did you and Kroy leak this tape? Because it is coming from your house. Unless it's coming from the officer's body cams. But then I don't think they can't sell it to well, if they go on an anonymous type of name and phone, I guess they could. But child, ooh, I wonder how much money they got for that. Sending that in. And I'm still betting it was Kim McCoy that sent the stuff in to TMZ. I mean, it's a hot mess. But like I said, I don't like this kind of hot mess. I really don't. Because I'm like, I'm being fair on all sides. I'm being fair on all the different cultures, all the different ethnicities. And it doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm not looking at it through no rose glasses. I'm looking at it for what it is. And it doesn't matter if you were any other culture or any other race. It wouldn't have went down that way. You would have gave them the opportunity, forceful opportunity, to put you in handcuffs and put you in that back seat And then let me ponder a little bit on, do I want to do this extra paperwork by taking you in and knowing Kim should be up there crying. I call it fake crying because she tried to cry when the officers was there and she wanted to call herself trying to bring out some tears. I'm like, no ma'am, we don't need those fake tears just to get what you want. And then you'll be done told your folks, oh, I knew how to give. I had just turned on them waterworks tears and they fell for it and they put him out. Like, no ma'am, they ain't put him out. They allowed Kroy to talk back to them, as you heard in the audio. Kroy was talking back, and I'm talking some bullshit back to the officer. And, the officer saying, well, I'm fearing for my safety. You don't want it to go there. I'm like, please. If that was a black man, y'all would have bust down that door, hurried him to the floor, handcuffed him, and probably would have dragged him down them steps. Because thought they fearful. Like, fearful of what? Thought I need to see your hands. And for a fact, they wouldn't have told no black man that. They would have bust down that door. As they were talking to him brutally, hell, they probably would have punched him. We don't know what would have went on or what could have went on. We can only imagine in our minds. But like I said, that's some bullshit. I mean, how many times have they actually called the police station? I mean, is there a way we can just find that out? How many times has it been that they have called the police to their gated community, well affluent people that live there, and they're always showing up at your doorstep? Yes, you got your head down, honey. You got your head down. That is true. Got that head down. And it should stay down because it's quite embarrassing. I mean, when you knew Kroy when it was getting out of hand with that gambling, allegedly. You should have said, if this continues, then, I'm out. And you're going to be out, ass out. Because you don't care about us, you don't care about the kids, you just care about gambling, and etc., etc., etc. Y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more for this particular pathetic story, okay? That I had to come and let y'all, hear about it. Because it's crazy. Somebody should have went to jail. All right? But that's all I got. Got no more. I'll see you next video.